Hey everyone, let's talk about Hogfather, the 20th novel in the Discworld series and the 4th in the Death series. One of my Christmas traditions is to watch and re-watch the Hogfather movie. But I haven't read the book in ages and never in English, so it was a very interesting experience to read the story that I'm so familiar with. And it made two things clear. For one, that the adaptation of this book is really well done and it explains why I enjoy it so much. But also that there are so many more details in the book that I kind of forgot, and I'm glad I was reminded of them rereading this. So what's the story about? Hogswatch is approaching, but the Hogfather has gone missing. Hogswatch is something similar to our Christmas and the change of the new year. And the Hogfather is similar to Santa Claus, but he's gone missing, like I said. So Death jumps in and takes his place because he says somebody has to do it. And this is funny in itself because, you know, if you think of Death and Santa Claus, they don't really look the same and they don't really do the same things. And this is already hilarious to watch how he's trying to encompass all the giving and understanding how it works and stuffing a pillow under his robe and a fake beard and pretending it's all okay and he's doing the right thing. So that's hilarious alone. But we also have more. The Hogfather, of course, disappeared for a reason, which I'm not going to tell you, even though it's mentioned early on in the beginning of the book. But this one character is set out to harm him. And of course, Death cannot do anything about it because that would be interfering. So he, of course, in his way, arranges for things to happen. He appears as the Hogfather at her granddaughter's house. Well, not at her house. She's trying her hands at being a governess, and when she sees Death playing Hogfather, she gets drawn in. Even though he tells her not to, she starts to investigate and wants to find out what's going on and what is happening, and then in the course of things she stumbles across the god of hangovers, which leads her to the wizards. And of course we have the wizards in this story, and I really enjoy the wizards in this book because we learn so much more about the faculty, about the separate characters, about the little bitching they do among each other, how our Chancellor Ridcully, well, he never really listens, we all know that, but it really is apparent in this book. And we also learn a lot more about Hex. They're a thinking machine that Ponder Stibbons and his team created, and which kind of puzzles everyone because no one really knows how it works, but it really works well. And all these little things and little details are in the book. They are mentioned, some of them in the movie, but not all of them. And reading about this, reading it in Pratchett's words, his play with words, his really special note of saying things and making you look at things, was just one sentence where he mentions things and you think like, I never thought about it this way. I love that. Now, of course, I'm going to recommend this to you. This is a very seasonal read. It can be read all over Christmas until New Year's because, like I said, it's also the change of the year, and it's very good starting point, I would say, because even though it has many references to other characters that we know by now, it also stands well alone without knowing much about the world and the characters. So I highly recommend this. And of course, I want to know if you have read the book, if you have watched the movie, if you like either, anything. Let's talk the Hogfather. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.